Well, things are a little bit better in manufacturing. They're still not expanding. We're at 48.4. That's from 46.5. But as you mentioned, it is better than anticipated. The production number is still down, but up just a little at 46.8. New orders, though, come in above 50, 50.4. So there is some hope for the future in this. And then the employment number, which everybody's going to try to plug into their models for Friday, 48.1 from 44.4. So that's a significant increase, even if they're not adding a lot of bodies. And then, of course, everybody's watching prices paid, 50.3, down from 54.8. So these numbers today would fall into the category of the Fed can probably go ahead and cut rates in December. It's certainly not going to be anything totally decisive, but it is a little bit better than expected in both the employment and prices number. However, the headline number still below 50 for the 24th month out of the last 25.
It's interesting. Market pricing not changing a heck of a lot. You have now a 64% chance, nearly, apparently, according to WIRP on the terminal, for that December rate cut. The big moment of the week is still at the end of the week, as you alluded to, with the jobs number. How does that picture start to change things?
Well, once we go through the week, we'll get ADP, we'll get the ISM services employment numbers, and we'll get the jobless claims numbers, and all that gets folded into what people are expecting. But right now, the bet is we get a rebound from the dismal numbers in October, with the hurricanes and strikes behind us. The only question is, how high does it go? And then how much can you attribute to a rebound effect? If it got really strong, then that would be something for the Fed to be concerned about. But probably anything up to 200,000 or a little more is going to just be looked over by the markets.
I play with this new eCan function that you turned me on to in terms of like AI extrapolating various phrases from, I guess, earnings calls. I put in reshoring, right, to see how much talk there is of bringing manufacturing back to the U.S. And I'm surprised to see that it actually has turned lower in the past few quarters. So there's not as much talk about reshoring going into this next Trump administration as there was at the beginning of the last Trump administration.
Well, I think people have basically figured out what they think Trump is going to do and what's really going to matter. But remember, over the period of the Trump administration and the Biden administration, we've had a lot of reshoring. Now, it's not as much reshoring as friendshoring, but a lot of companies have moved their supply chains closer to the U.S., either Canada, Mexico, or to friendly countries in Europe, so that they don't have as much of a supply chain constraint as they had when the first Trump tariffs came.